So this is part second. So basically I was getting some error and I was not able to launch, but now I have resolved this issue. So I will explain you first what was the issues that time. So basically we were running this command php. So what we need to do is we need to just install MySQL differently. So I have just put this new command here that will install MySQL, and then this will enable MySQL. Then this is Apache server starting, check config, and then Apache server starting. Then we need to just get this AWS training material. So this is a web page where we can get wget and tar. I had already explained you in my previous video that how to tar those files, and then we need to set up this. So this is one command which I will paste in my description there also. So this you can use. So we will now our instance is running and it is working fine now. So if we will see here, so this is loading. Okay, and in earlier video we have created subnet. Now we are going to do is like first subnet we have created. Now comes to the database part. We need to create our database. So let's see how to create our database. So first of all we need to create a subnet group. Basically if we say is what is RDS, multiple availability zone, it should be there. So we have created already 3 subnet in 3 availability zone. So for those subnet we need to create a subnet group so that these replica and those will be there. So first of all we will go in subnet group, then create DB subnet group, and we can just give it a name, database. That is a security group I will create later, but first I want to create this subnet group. Then we will create a security group also. And then see, this is our VPC which we need to choose. This is the VPC, and this 1A, 1B, 1C we can select. And here first subnet, second subnet, and this is third. We need to check. I think we are doing something wrong here, because here it should not take this first one, 1A. So let's remove this, and let's remove this, and this one we need to take. This, no, it is showing 1D. Yes, 3 subnet is there. Now it will create a subnet group. Now comes to the database part. Database, create database. Standard, we are going to create MySQL, and we can choose previous version. Dev test, single DB instance we need to create. So this is template section, dev test. Okay, MyDB, and then we can just MyDB password. We can give anything. Admin password we can give admin 123, then admin 123, and then we can use cheaper one. Yes, t3.micro we have used here. And let's see what is lab is saying. In lab it is my VPC public access. Okay, let's go one by one. Instance class routetable, that is fine, that is done. Storage, enable storage auto scaling, so we need to do that. Storage, enable auto storage. Okay, and connectivity, we need to select our VPC. We can check if we have selected our VPC here. No, we have not selected, so we need to select that. Now subnet group, 3 subnet group, public access, no. Okay, that's it. And okay, security group we need to create here. Let's create the security group first. Okay, so I just want to show you these are the things which I had done here to resolve this. See, I have to run these command, like this for not taking this command em update. So what I had done here, I had just installed httpd directly. Then if a script is not running, you can do it manually. You can just connect to the server, and then you can install php, install php, and then you need to do is see check config, then see this one we had done, and MySQL command also. This is MySQL command. So all these command I have already written, so you can check there. Now we are going to create a security group. Security group is database. Oh, we need to take the ID of our security group. This is our web server, and this is the ID of security group. Okay. This is the ID. It should be created now. It should not create a problem. Yes, this is created. Now we need to check if it is reflecting web server. It is coming. Default we can remove. Okay. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. That's done. Security group is created, subnet group is created, this is created. All we need to do is enable automated backup, enable auto minor version. These we need to deselect so that it will not create auto backup once you will terminate your instances. So let's see this server. John is not preferable. This option you need to disable. Enhanced monitoring, I don't think. Deselect automated, enable auto, this one. Enhanced monitoring we can deselect, and this one also, so it will not cost you much. Enable minor version, this also upgrade is we need to disable. This is just to avoid cost for your company. You need to check create database 35.41 USD. I'm just going to delete it soon, so that's it. And now all we need to do is we need to take our DB endpoint, and I'm not sure how much time it will take. This DB endpoint is not created yet, so that endpoint is required to connect our database. So already we have seen what we have done. I will show you in what we have done in previous lab. We are doing this simple web server connection which is in public subnet to a database which is in private subnet. What connection, how this connection is making, this web server security group is allowed inside this RDS security group, so that this security group is allowing inside. We don't need NACL level. Basically this is a VPC level or subnet level boundary that is not required here. Only this security group allowance is required, and then this database endpoint is also required to connect to this, and then we can establish our connection. So this is just a basic like creating a VPC, you can see how we can create subnet, then create internet gateway, you can see, then create a route table, you can see, then security group, you can see, this public subnet, you can see, this command, you can see, these you need to do. I will just provide in the description there. And this is our EC2 instance that is already done. Yes, endpoint, database name, username, all these we need to provide. And username we had given admin, so let me give that admin. And password is admin123. And database is, this is security group for database. This is a database subnet group. Create Amazon RDS database. Now this database name is MyDB. Okay. Hopefully we had given that only, so that it will not create any problem here. Endpoint is not coming. MyDB is this. It is. After this we can enter those details and our database will be interacting with our EC2 instance. So that is all our lab. I'm just waiting to get my endpoint, and that endpoint I need to enter here. Come, 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 come. While it is creating, you can just see this lab, how we had done all these things. Creating VPC. You can take that screenshot if you want. Then creating subnet. Then task is internet gateway. Then route table. Then security group. This is public subnet. This is advanced detail user script. You can just directly run by going onto the server, or you can give in user data script. Then this should be like from public IP address, you need to browse and then it should be available. Then you need to create private subnet. Then you need to create a security group for database. Then you need to create a database subnet group. Then you need to create Amazon RDS database. Then you need to just check your connection by giving the details. Okay, to be honest, I have taken this whole lab from AWS only. I'm just going to showing you, because sometimes we people create instance, we used to get error, or sometimes we get connection error. So this is our endpoint, so that's why I just created this lab. Yeah, so it is working, but it is not giving details. Database MyDB username. It should not work. Okay, but it should give some details. I'm not sure, but how this is how it will work. And I think I'm giving my password wrong. I don't remember the password. password is not correct, I think. Yes, so it is not able to fetch the details. It seems that my DB. Okay. Let's see if I can see the password here. I'm not sure how we can check the password. So I need to check this error. So, but yeah, this is the way how it will connect. So after giving the endpoint database name, username and password, it will be interacting with this. So you can just pass through the credentials anytime or through secret manager also when you will create a CI/CD pipeline. If I will check this error, but now I think that is enough. Thanks.